Right, let's go to the front of the Courier Mail. It's a matter of integrity. That's the headline, Daisy. Lobbying laws review as concerns over Labor links grow. Political lobbying laws are set for review after a request by the state's Integrity Commissioner, who warns she's noticed various issues emerging with the current government. Integrity Commissioner Nikola Stepanov, who oversees the State's Integrity Act, has no investigative powers to probe unethical behaviour, but has asked for a wholesale review of lobbyist provisions and an extraordinary and sustained demand for her counsel. Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk yesterday said she would support an examination of whether the state's lobbying laws needed overhauling. Now, of course, Daisy, this comes off the back of revelations in estimates yesterday that Cameron Milner, the former State Secretary of the Labor Party, basically positioned himself in the Premier's department before the last election and was working side by side, jowl by jowl, if you like, with Labor Party officials. So there is a suggestion, a valid suggestion, a legitimate suggestion that lobbyists are too close to the government, and this will no doubt shine a spotlight on that.
Well, absolutely, and I think only good things can come on this. I mean, we really do need transparency from governments and politicians when it comes to lobbyists and lobbying laws. And it's interesting, sort of, culturally and stereotypically, we think of sort of, lobbying coalitions in America, for instance, lobbying the Republicans or the Democrats, but it really does happen everywhere, and certainly we can see a little bit of it here, that's for sure. But this is the last thing we want in politics. We don't want lobbying interests or corporate interests intertwined, particularly, with these politicians, they do work for us. I feel that sometimes they forget that, and every so often they need to be reminded of it.
It's interesting you say that, Daisy. I kicked off my Sky News on Win show earlier tonight with an editorial about integrity, about the fact that, there has been a number of integrity issues beset the Victorian, New South Wales and Queensland governments in recent months, in recent years, but the voters don't seem to care because they just re-elect them.